It's not because the course is broken, but it's because the system that you have internalized is built on fear. And so if we decided to deliver Shift in a traditional course or model, it doesn't matter how good it is. You would approach it with the same fear-led mindset, right? I got to finish this fast. I need to catch up. What did I do wrong? And that pressure would hijack your entire transformation before you even had a chance. And so this is why I knew when we started this process of planning this, it had to be different. Shift is not a course. It is a belief-first rhythm system that we deliver through the app, but it meets you in the moment that the fear hits. And it walks you back to truth. One breath, one post, one belief at a time. Over 30 days, we help you develop a new relationship with your voice, your content, and your leadership. And that's why Shift doesn't live in a portal. It lives with you, wherever you go, anytime you need it. Because if content is where fear has lived, your fear, then your daily rhythm has to be where love begins. And that's exactly what it is. So let me show you what you get with the program. So here's how we've built out this 30-day experience. We've broken it up into 4 parts or 4 weeks. So on Monday, first day of the week, you're going to get a daily video lesson. I'm going to go over what each of the 4 weeks covers here in a moment. But Monday's your anchor, right? So we set the tone. We introduced that particular focus for the week. And so every single thing, by the way, you just open up your app. There's a push notification that comes every morning. We drip it out once a day, each day for 30 days. But the Monday video, that's the anchor. But then what we do is this. We shift into daily leadership audios. So every single day, Tuesday through Friday, you get a short and powerful 5 to 10 minute audio lesson that is constantly speaking to your belief and making sure that you are staying focused on walking out the shift. So you can listen to it if you're at the gym. You can listen to it if you're doing the laundry. You can listen to it in the car line. We've made it designed to fit your specific life. You get a workbook. So we do have a workbook that a companion to the app so that you can have something physical in front of you, similar to this workshop. Now, in the workbook, you get our full content prompts, which I'll go over in a second. You get scripts that we have for starting conversations with people that are liking and commenting on the posts. And we walk you out through the mindset part every single week. We've created something called the Love-Led Leadership Loop. So Monday is the anchor video. Tuesday through Fridays are the short audio drops. And then Saturday and Sunday is reflection and integration. Because here's another area where you've gone very, very wrong. The fear-led system tells you that rest is bad. And if you slow down, that's failure. But the truth of the matter is this. Rhythm and leadership requires rest and presence so that you can reflect and grow. And so what we have done in this weekly rhythm, we have built in Saturday and Sunday, our weekly integration days, where we have created this self-coaching prompt that will help you look back to your week and identify something that we call invisible wins. See, in our love-led world, we celebrate invisible wins. Everybody else wants to focus on the visible wins. Did I hit the rank? Did I do the thing? But what you miss is the key to growth. An invisible win is an example where you showed up from love, not fear. An invisible win is a place where you're growing as a leader. And if you don't learn how to identify the invisible wins, you will never have the fuel to actually achieve sustainable results. And so every single week, you're going to slow down and you're going to get present and you're going to reflect. And that's going to set up a new foundation for you to move into the following week. It's going to be really, really powerful when you see this walked out. So let's talk about how the 30 days are set up. So we've broken it up into 4 parts. The first week is what we call awakening. So I'm going to connect it to the work we've been doing here in the workshop. We've had you uncover your fear-led mask. In week number 1, we help you take it off for good. So we're going to help you create something called your shift statement, which is essentially going to be your personalized and customized plan that you're going to walk out for the next 30 days that is connected to your specific mask and your specific situation. So it will essentially provide you with the daily plan for your content, the exact things that you need to start doing and saying to make sure that you never put that mask back on again. So the whole entire first week is about really getting you the foundation that you need to be able to believe, I can do this, Bob, right? But we don't just rush into having you do a bunch of things, because then all that's going to do is make you feel overwhelmed. We build up a foundation for something substantial in week number 1. Now, in the second week, we shift into what we call story. So in the second week, here's what we do. We dive deeper on authenticity content. So this week is all about you really owning the belief behind your message and learning how to lead with your story in a confident way. So what we're going to do, and this is going to be unique, is we're going to coach you on your leadership statement. So we're going to do something that we'll never do again. We're adding in a live coaching component to this first group of students. And we're going to actually help you refine and integrate your leadership statement so that it shows up every day in everything that you do. We're going to have you publish 2 more authenticity posts in your second week, but you're going to have me right there with you in your ears every step of the way, talking you through it so that you don't lose your belief and your focus. And then we're going to have you reach out. So I will tell you right now that content without outreach is a complete waste of time. Any successful content strategy today must have an outreach component. What I will tell you is you will get so many more likes and comments on the posts that we help you create inside of this experience. Well, that's only the first step. The second step is you're going to start conversations with them. Now, we have a strategy we call authentic outreach. We will give you the exact words to say for you to reach out to all the likes and comments as a way to be able to deepen and grow relationships. We're not talking about relationship building. I am talking about purposeful connection. And what will happen is you will uncover opportunities in your first week to make sales that you didn't even realize were there. The second week, we're going to talk about connection. Here's where we dive deeper into service content. So we're going to give you all, like, the full dream customer clarifier prompt. So if you didn't upgrade in this particular session, we're going to give you that extra piece in the program. If you did do the implementation pass and you have your dream customer portrait, we're going to help you, we're going to coach you on it to help you refine it and help you integrate it into your business. We're going to help you do 2 more service posts, and then we're going to give you our authentic outreach scripts for that. And I'm just going to prepare you right now. By the time you hit week 3 of this program, you are going to have so many conversations happening every day, you're not going to know what to do with it. And what I will tell you is when you get people, and you will, I guarantee you, you will get people to engage with your service posts. And I'll talk about that in a minute.
Hello there.
The scripts that we give you to start conversations will create some of the most effortless sales you've ever made in your entire life. You will be completely blown away. But what you will realize is this very simple 2-part practice of love-led content and love-led outreach. We talk about content being the proof and outreach is the practice. You will be blown away when you see these 2 things done over time, what it will do for your business. And then the 4th week is all about rhythm. So we want you to leave the experience with a plan that you can take for your content and your conversations that feels doable, achievable, so that you can stay consistent without burning out or being overwhelmed and actually grow your business with clarity and peace and confidence. And so that's how we walk it out over the 4 weeks. So I want to share some bonuses that we're going to offer you because you're a part of this workshop. So the first bonus is this. We have created what essentially acts as your very own love-led AI coach that lives in your pocket 24/7, anytime you need it. Now, I'm going to explain to you the way we're going to do this, because this is really powerful. So the love-led coach shows up during your reflection and your integration days, so at the end of the week. Now, you're going to have the prompts for your posts, which you'll execute during the week. But we've created two specific things that are going to be so life-changing for you. Number one, we've created a prompt that you're going to use that we call the shift check. So what is that? Well, here's what it is. You're going to be having conversations. Now, we can't see your conversations, but there's still lots of learning and growth inside of them. So you're going to be able to copy and paste one of your actual conversations that you had with a prospect, and you could do this as many times as you want or as much as you want, but you're going to copy and paste your conversation, and you're going to upload it into our shift check prompt, and your love-led AI coach will diagnose your conversation and tell you and point out to you where you're falling back into your old fear-led patterns. You think the AI stuff we've done so far is good? Wait until you see that. Like, you want to talk about learning and growing and becoming better at leading people in conversations? We're going to take you through this every single week. But here's the other thing we're going to do, is we've created a prompt for the love-led leadership loop. And so what that means is this. What I find in the beginning is we're coming from a fear-led system where we're so conditioned to just focus on the visible wins. It's all about, did I make the sale? Did I hit the rank? And the problem is there's way more weeks where you're not doing that than when you are. And so most of the time you feel like a failure. But what you miss is all the invisible wins that are showing up every single day. I promise you, inside of this experience, you will have dozens and dozens of examples of you growing and learning and stepping into a new identity. And if you don't learn how to identify those, you're going to lose the value of those. And so at the end of the week, you're going to sit down and we're going to ask you one simple question. What's one invisible win that you can celebrate yourself for today? And you're going to just tell us about it. It might be, I was in a conversation and somebody asked me about my products, and I normally would have went right into just giving them all the information, but I paused. And I didn't do that. Because I learned that before you present a product, you've got to find a problem. And instead of giving the information, I said, great, let me ask you this first. That's an invisible win. That's a huge invisible win. And so you're going to feed in an invisible win. And your AI coach is going to reflect back to you the lesson you need to learn. And this is going to be so powerful because you are going to see yourself in a way that you never have before. And so every week we're going to sit